Now let's see how to create a directory and create a file and see how different file operations or folder operations are performed, right? So initially let's see where we are, right? The folder which we are in. So you could simply hit pwd to know the present working directory. This is my present working directory. And now let's go ahead and create a directory, right? Or a folder, mkdir to make a directory and say a folder name. So I'm giving sample. So if you do an ls, this lists all the contents of the folder, right? I have my folder, sample folder created here. So let's just create one more folder, yeah, sample 2, right? We have two sample folders. So let's just navigate to one of the folders. So cd space sample sa. If you just give the first name and hit tab, you will just it will just autofill. So since if you want to navigate to two, since there are two folders starting with same name, you would need to give the next character. If I give underscore and hit tab, it will navigate to 2. Since it's sample, let us just simply go to sample folder and create a file. How to create a file? So you could say touch space. What is the file name you want to create? Test.txt, right? If you do an ls to list the folder contents, test.txt. This is the file we have created. So I want to edit it. How do I edit it? We have a nano editor, right? Nano space test. This is the same with every file or folder. You could just type in the first characters and hit tab, it will autofill it. So I have typed it, hello from the first file, right? So you could say control S to save and control X to exit. You can see in the below, right? These are the different commands. So you could say control X. So I have written to the file. So how do I output those or how I view those? You could say cat space txt. This will list all the contents in the file, right? Now that we have seen how to write to a file and how to create a file, now let's see how to remove these files, right? So what are the contents of this folder, test.txt, right? Let me just go back to its parent folder and see there are two folders. So before deleting it, let's rename this sample folder to some other name. How do I rename it? mv, to move or to rename. So I will say sample to say, I will give my channel name. So let's see if it got renamed, right? By taking. So now let's navigate to the folder and see if the file contents also got moved, right? We have the file contents also moved to this new folder. So now let's go back and now let's delete this sample2 folder, right? How to delete it? rm, which stands for remove -r, to recursively remove it, because since it's a directory we need to recursively remove all the contents of it, else Linux system won't allow you to delete it. If you want to try, you could simply say sample2. See, you cannot remove sample2 folder since it's a directory. Now if I say remove rm, now it got removed, right? There is no folder now, but it's not the case with the files. So now let's go to the folder. There is this file. If you want to rename or move the contents of the file, you could do the same thing. You could just use mv space your file name and test2.txt, right? It's got renamed. And if you want to see if the contents got moved, yep, the contents got moved. So how to remove the file? You could just simply say rm space test2.txt. You could see there are no files or contents in the folder. So these are the basic file operations. See you in the next video.